Yo, guys, what is going on? It is your boy Hollywood Steve back with another episode of the Hollywood Steve Wrestling Podcast right here on YouTube, guys. Before you guys do anything, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. All right, we're gonna get into things here. So coming across, according to Fightful Select, we've got a major Wrestle Mania match being discussed. And I'm just gonna read it here. A long-awaited match could finally become a reality at WrestleMania this year. Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair have often expressed their interest in facing each other in interviews, and they might finally get the chance to do so. Fightful Select has learned that Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair has been discussed for WrestleMania 41. Ripley and Belair have been two of WWE's top stars for the past several years, but they have largely been kept apart, aside from teases here and there. Ripley recently regained the WWE Women's Championship by beating Liv Morgan at the WWE Net on Raw on Netflix premiere, while Belair continued to hold WWE while Belair continues to hold the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship with Naomi. Ripley was set to challenge Belair for the Raw Women's Championship at WWE Money in the Bank in 2022, but she was pulled from the match due to injury. Blair then faced Carmella instead. Since then, Belair and Ripley have only interacted a handful of times, though they worked together leading into the WWE Survivor Series 2024, as they were on the same team for the Women's War Games match. So we could be getting a Bianca Belair Rhea Ripley match at WrestleMania. I would not be opposed to that myself. I would 1000% welcome that. Absolutely. I would absolutely 1000% welcome a Rhea Ripley Bianca Belair match. That would be amazing. They would absolutely tear the house down. Knowing those two, they would absolutely tear it down, and it would be a banger. All right, we're gonna move on to some moving away from WWE. We're gonna move into some AEW flavored news. As we know, AEW has a partnership with Warner Brothers Discovery. So, according to Fightful, the AEW and WBD relationship has continued in a positive direction. AEW began streaming on Max in 2025, while maintaining cable viewership near their levels prior to the deal. Though Max doesn't disclose streaming numbers, there is good news on that front. Fightful Select spoke with sources within WBD and confirmed that the official numbers are kept very close to the vest, even within the company. However, they did confirm that since debuting, AEW has ranked among the top live sports events on Max. So I think that's a good move for AEW all around. All around, that's a good move for AEW. For one, it's just the way that everything's going now. Everything is streaming now. So, sorry guys. A little dust buddy there on the corner of my desk. So everything is, as we know, everything is going to the streaming platform be it WWE, be it AEW, TNA is on TNA Plus streaming. So everything is going to streaming now, which I think is a good thing. Which I think it's a good thing because that's what everybody's got now. So it'll get more eyes on. Hopefully it gets more eyes on AEW. Yeah, I mean that's a good thing. But other in other news, Aleister Black. This has been reported for the last couple of days. Aleister Black is done with AEW. It looks like, and usually when it's reported that he's done with AEW, usually he'll come out with an Instagram post saying that that's not the case. Well, he hasn't done that, and it looks like he is actually done with AEW. And according to sources, according to Fightful and places like that, WWE is already in talks with Aleister Black, or Malachi Black, as he was known in AEW, for creative plans. They've already been discussing creative plans for Malachi Black when he comes back as obviously he's going to come back as Aleister Black. And so we have the Royal Rumble coming up around the corner, coming up in a week. February 1st is the Royal Rumble, so there's a potential that he could show up there, make his WWE return. As we know, the Royal Rumble is known for returns, surprises. So we could see Aleister Black back in AEW, or Malachi Black back in WWE, as he has left AEW and left Brody King and Buddy Matthews to do their own thing. So we'll have to see what happens going forward with that. As far as that goes. And just also, TK Jags, he's Fightful also has here TK Jags Jade Cargill. So so this is this is a Q&A that Fightful did, and they're asking, is is Tony Khan still involved in some way with the operation of the Jacksonville Jaguars? And this is not wrestling related. This is just NFL related, but it has to do with Tony Khan, and he still is. He but I think he's more focused on the wrestling. And so he just kind of helps with the draft and the undrafted free agents and other things like that. And then somebody asked, do you ever get annoyed at people asking the same thing every single week? And Sean Fightful here says, no, not really. Well, this is just in relation to their Patreon stuff, but let's focus on the Jade Cargill, because somebody asked, I'm curious as to why Jade's WWE theme is just a seemingly is just seemingly a remix of her AEW one. Any particular reason why this was done for her and not other AEW talent? Was it something she requested? And this is interesting. Jade has the rights to her song, as does Cody Rhodes, so they brought it over. Penta's identifiable theme was by Mikey Ruckus, so they couldn't use that. And it says here, I'm not sure why NXT doesn't use Sean Spears' theme that Josiah made, because it's incredible. And if you guys have heard, Sean Spears' theme, it's pretty good. So, so that's pretty much pretty much what is going down with the with AEW and WWE, and just kind of where things are with that. And as far as WrestleMania discussions, those are all being discussed as far as WrestleMania and all that, and who would be, who's going to be in WrestleMania, what matches. But let's focus on the Royal Rumble for just a minute. Let's just kind of park on the Royal Rumble here. We know that the Royal Rumble is known for, obviously, big returns, big surprises, and so there's a lot of TNA guys that are, that could cross over for a Royal Rumble appearance and kind of do some long-term stuff with the WWE. Obviously, we have Joe Hendry, the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Men's World Heavyweight Champion, who has said that he wants to be in the Rumble, and so we could potentially see Joe Hendry in the Men's Royal Rumble. And he doesn't have to, obviously he doesn't have to win the Rumble, but have some good have a good few spots in there. As he is the AEW as he is the TNA Men's World Heavyweight Champion. That could be defended on NXT, that could, on WWE television, as was recently the NXT Tag Team Championships were defended. Fraxium defended them against the Rascals, and that was a good match. Although Wesley and his new group interfered and cost the Rascals the match, but we'll talk about that one later on. But as far as the Rumble goes, we've got AJ Styles, who's been out, so AJ Styles could be making his way back. We could see AJ Styles return in the men's. Charlotte Flair has been putting out teasers on SmackDown for her WWE return. So we could get Charlotte in the women's. We could also get Becky Lynch back in the women's Royal Rumble as well, because she is slated to make her WWE return very, very shortly. So we could potentially get that. So there's just a lot of returns and a lot of surprises that we could get. I myself, now this is just me being biased. I myself would love to see the TNA the men's TNA tag team champions, the Hardys, in the Royal Rumble. I would absolutely love that. I would love to see the Hardys in the Royal Rumble. Back in a plus they would be back in a WWE ring. I would absolutely love to see that. But we'll have to see what happens here. We'll have to see as we get closer to the Royal Rumble what kind of news breaks, and I'll keep you guys updated on that as far as if anybody else declares for the Rumble. As right now we've only got 2 or 3 women declaring for the women's Royal Rumble match. So hopefully we get some more ladies declaring for the women's Royal Rumble. But the men's Royal Rumble is looking stacked. I will I'll put out a video here, a predictions video on my top 10 WWE wrestlers I want to see in both the men's and the women's Royal Rumble. So keep an eye out for that, guys. For right now, this is Hollywood Steve saying I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And remember, when you're Hollywood Steve, it's for life, brah.